What's up, everybody? Yeah, come on in. What's up, Mimi? What's up, Tasha? Yeah, come on in. We gonna get it in. What's up, Louis? Yeah, come on in. We'll get started. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, come on in. We'll give him another minute. We'll get started, y'all. All right. Let's go ahead and get it in. They'll come in when they get a chance. Now, dark crystal has been a topic for about the last, pretty much last month. Since it showed us, there's been a lot of hype about it. And what happened here is in the 80s, our old buddy the creator of Dark Crystal, he dropped it, but this time they went back and did pull the Star Wars move and did the prequels. You see what I'm saying? That the events that led up to the movie for the TV show. So, what's going on here? Well, what first and foremost, what is the Dark Crystal? The Dark Crystal is the melanated soul, or a better way of saying it is the world soul, because everybody was connected to the Dark Crystal, and even Thra. It was the personification of Thra's or Earth's soul. You see what I'm saying? So, and Mother Agra was the personification of Earth herself, which is Mother God. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it's an interesting story. Now, there were three groups in this TV show. Four groups, actually. You had the Giflin, you had the Skeksis, you had the Mystics, and then you had like the Potlins, I think that's what they were called. Now, the Gexes, who they represent your dark side when it's running rampant, when you're out of control, because the Gexes and the Mystics had split up because of them draining the Dark Crystal. You see what I'm saying? They were draining the Dark Crystal so much that their actions and deeds started to split their souls in half. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happened when you when you do such destructive deeds. It started to split your soul in half. And when it split their soul in half, it split the light and the dark and caused duality in the world, right? So splitting those two up, splitting the duality up, they separated, and the Mystics went their way, and the Skeksis went their way. Now the Mystics are the other side. It's what happened when you're two light side. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to have a balance of both. You should never allow your heart to succumb to either light or dark. You see what I'm saying? Your heart and mind should always sit in a state of supreme balance or neutrality. You see what I'm saying? So this is what's going on here in this TV show and this movie, because I'm going to code both. I'm going to start off with the TV show since it's the prequel. We're going to work our way down. Now, what's happened here is they're showing you what's happening, what happened to our world. They said these beings came down from another world, and when they got power, they destroyed themselves with their power. You see what I'm saying? When Mother Agra, they traded Mother Agra, Mother Gaia, for knowledge of the stars for the Dark Crystal, which was a mistake. Which she eventually found out it was a mistake, because these beings didn't have good intentions in their heart. There were 18 Gexes originally, according to the storyline, but they split up, so it was 18 Mystics. So you got 18 and 18. That's 36. You see what I'm saying? So and 3 plus 6 equals 9. So you're dealing with this 9 frequency. You're dealing with judgment, completion. So of course the Skeksis was ravenous with their energies. You see what I'm saying? Who are these beings that came down and abused their power on this level and literally destroyed our planet? These are the Archons. You see what I'm saying? These are the Archons, Cabal, and all those beings who played their role. You see what I'm saying? The Arconian Federation. It is these beings who invaded our planet, and once they got their hands on this occult knowledge, this occult sign, this soul wisdom, they used it for corrupt purposes, and they split the world in half, creating a dual nature in the world. Some people are now light, and some people are now too light, and some people are now too dark. You see what I'm saying? Because of this fracture. You see what I'm saying? That they created by misusing our occult wisdom, our occult sciences. You see what I'm saying? So you had also the Geflins, who are us, the natural beings to the planet. You see what I'm saying? And the Potlins, who are also natural beings to the planet. Now the Geflins were 7 clans, so of course we already dealing with the 7 chakras because each clan represented the energy of a particular chakra. You see what I'm saying? This is just a story of what's going on both inside you and on your world simultaneously. It's both metaphysics and physics. You see what I'm saying? So and what happens and what happens metaphysically is always going to manifest in the physical reality. You see what I'm saying? So what's going on here? Things are being shifted around in the age of resistance, which is literally these beings came down. 1,000 trying just means 1,000 years. They came down 1,000 years ago and made this deal with Mother Gaia. You see what I'm saying? So that 1,000 years was the beginning of the Piscean age. You see what I'm saying? And then the movie take place 1,000 years later. So that's 2,000 years. So this whole cycle, this whole storyline is dealing with the whole Piscean age, the whole Piscean cycle. You see what I'm saying? What's up, Joanna? So this is what you're dealing with here. So what you're seeing here is what the events that are taking place in these last 2,000 years, which is pretty much war, calamity, sacrifice, pain, and misery for the most part. That's basically what you're gonna get when you research the history of what went down for the last 2,000 years. You see what I'm saying? These great people, aka the Geflins, were at the height of their power, and then they fell. It was wars going on in the cosmos, and it finally made it to our planet, and we had 100 years war with this Arconian Federation, and we lost that war. You see what I'm saying? When we lost that war, due to them hitting our planet, destroying all our power grids, all our structures, destroying us. After that, because when they start attacking the planet itself, they started attacking us by extension. You see what I'm saying? And all our geometrical places, our circuit sites, that was harnessing this force. You see what I'm saying? This melanin, this soul, these supernatural forces. You see what I'm saying? We had light grid, we had light poles, we had places that channel soul energy, places that channel melanin energy, and we had places that channel pure force energy. You see what I'm saying? Which was a balance of all 3 energies. You see what I'm saying? The trifecta. So they started destroying this, and Mother Gaia felt this shock. You see what I'm saying? And when she felt this shock, by extension, we felt this shock. So that shut us down, and this is how we feel. You see what I'm saying? This is how we feel from our power, because when they started creating these wombs in Mother Gaia's force, we felt that, and it started creating wombs in our force, and so we started losing power. And when we started losing our force energy, our power, we fell, and then they came down and finished conquering the planet. You see what I'm saying? Conquering us. So that was 100 years war. You see what I'm saying? And that's how we lost, because they realized it wasn't just us. We was kicking their ass for pretty much for most of the war, but it went till they realized that the planet itself is what was giving us what was giving us power. Our structures that we created, our connection with it. And so they start attacking the planet itself, which is what you're seeing today. They're not just attacking us, they're attacking the planet too. They're killing off nature, they're killing off the animals. They said like 60% of the animals are already dead. You see what I'm saying? Because they've been killing them off for the last 2,000 years. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you're seeing. They start attacking Mother Gaia herself. And Dark Crystal, that's what you're seeing. The oppression, the pressure was so strong on the planet, the oppression that was hitting the planet, that it woke Mother Aura up from her cosmic travels. You see what I'm saying? Her celestial meditation. It woke her up out that shit. She had to go see what the fuck was going on. But she was gone so long, she got disconnected from the planet. You see what I'm saying? Because that's why they tell you got to have a balance of both being connected with the cosmos and being connected with the world around you, so you know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with you. Of course, you got to do your internal work. You got to do your meditations. You got to do your chakra work and everything. But still, don't neglect the world around you, because it's the Mother Gaia is feeding you just like you're feeding her. You see what I'm saying? So this is what's going on here. So the Geflin, Mother Agra in this show, made the Skeksis Lord of the Crystals. But she was gone so long, she didn't even know that these motherfuckers were sucking life from the Dark Crystal, the World Soul. She didn't even know that they were sucking life from it, and vamping that shit. And they was vamping so much energy from it, it caused a fracture in their soul, and they split up. She didn't even know that happened until she came back. You see what I'm saying? Now she understand what's going on. You see what I'm saying? She understand these motherfuckers done fractured. These motherfuckers doing all this treacherous shit, and now they done got so lethal now. They literally still in the essence, the melanin, the life force of the Geflin, who are the natural beings of the planet, the indigenous people of the planet. You see what I'm saying? So this was going on, and then you had the Pollens. The Pollens just represented the nature deities, the nature spirits, like the fairies, the devas, the gnomes, the sylphs, the undines, the salamanders. You know those beings who play their role and keeping and in their dimensional realms, they're tending to nature with their gifts. Like air elementals are tending to the health of air, or fire elementals are tending to the health of fire. You see what I'm saying? Water elementals tending to the health of water, and earth elementals are tending to the health of earth. You see what I'm saying? So this is what the nature deities do. They tend to the overall health of nature itself. Nature is a living, breathing entity with living, breathing deities doing their own thing. You know, so that's what the Podlands represent. Because whenever you seen what they was doing, they was in nature. They was in nature doing their own thing. You see what I'm saying? Enjoying their life, having a good old time, playing music, everything. Those were the nature deities, the nature spirits. You see what I'm saying? So, that's what they represented. So you had these groups playing this role. So, as the storyline went on, they killed one of the Geflin, and her boyfriend seen it. His name was Ryan. And then he realized how fucked up the Skeksis was, because they was worshiping the Skeksis, because Mother Agra made them the Lords of the Crystal. So when he seen this, he ran. You see what I'm saying? He ran, cause that shattered his worldview of who these beings were, who these beings were. So they had to get up out of that motherfucker. They had to get up out of there. They was gone. He was gone. You see what I'm saying? So he escaped, tried to tell everybody, but they wouldn't listen because they was up under that spell too. They was up just like the Cabal and put us up under the spell that they the baddest motherfuckers here when they the worst motherfuckers here. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's waking up from that now. You see what I'm saying? This is the Great Awakening. We'll get to that in a second. Now, as they're waking up and starting to see what's going on here, there's a lot of events that started happening. A lot of situations. There are a lot of beings, starseeds, that are called to help with this. You see what I'm saying? With this process of healing Earth. So you get multiple beings from multiple different clans that was chosen to deal with this situation. You see what I'm saying? So and each one of them had their own skill set and contributed to the overall contribute to the overall healing of the Earth. You see what I'm saying? Mother Earth. They the what they call it in the TV show is just a representation of what's going on Earth. So we're just gonna call it Earth, or the prime heart here. So it's going down. It's going down. Alright, I'm back out. Okay. That which they treachery firsthand. You see what I'm saying? So they start what you call dream sharing, which they can connect with each other and go into dream space, which is then but the dream space is then but the spirit realm, the primordial, and through there they can see each other's memories, because your memories are encoded into Earth's Akashic records, which is her variation of the cosmic library. You see what I'm saying? So that's what dream is, and they call it dream fasting, which is their ability to communicate and connect with each other and see each other's memories and see what's going on from others' point of view. So when he started dream fasting with everybody, he started a lot of them seen what was going on, they started spreading the word. You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, these motherfuckers ain't who they appear to be. These motherfuckers savages. From what we seen, they killed the whole crystal for 1,000 years. All they did was vamp it. And now that crystal ain't got nothing else to give. You see what I'm saying? The world soul ain't got nothing else to give. So these motherfuckers resorted to taking our life essence. You see what I'm saying? Our melanin away from us. You see what I'm saying? And what happened when they took their melanin? They just disintegrated, because without no life energy, without no life force animating you don't exist. I like how he chose the puppets to show you ventriloquism, the practice of ventriloquism. Like I said before, ventriloquism ain't nothing but the puppet master manipulating the puppet. So it's puppetry. You see what I'm saying? So the whole energy is ventriloquism, showing you how beings are being shuffled around by this cosmic force, this cosmic energy, to do different things. You see what I'm saying? So it's a real pretty deep show if you know what you're looking at. Now they started finding out what was going on. They started trying to get together, but a lot of people were still locked down. You see what I'm saying? In this thought process, they refused to change their way of thinking. So of course, every war, as you know, has its traitors. You had a lot of beings in this show who were betraying their own kind. You see what I'm saying? You had a lot of it. I think you had a traitor in the warrior clan. You had a traitor in the Vapor clan. I think that's what they called, with the All Marja. She had became a traitor because she couldn't accept what she was hearing. She couldn't accept that the Skeksis were the baddest motherfuckers there. You see what I'm saying? And so that drove her to do shit that she usually wouldn't do, because she couldn't accept that this was all a lie. You see what I'm saying? That they created for the last 1,000 years. This was all an illusion. So that's what a lot of beings are having a hard time with right now. It's all an illusion. And motherfuckers can't accept that this shit is just an illusion. You see what I'm saying? Until they start realizing the fuckery that's been going on the planet themselves, and start seeing it firsthand. And then the illusion, the spell started to crack around on their minds. The shackles start to crack until they get strong enough to break that shit and awaken. You see what I'm saying? So this is pretty deep show, but you gotta know what you're looking at. You gotta know what you're looking at, cause these beings here are something serious. They straight savages, and they did things you gonna see in this show that show you how the Cabal elites really think and how they operate. See what I'm saying? They operate on a certain level, and they doing certain things. You see what I'm saying? And they fucking shit up. Like the experimentations. Like, we already know the Cabal's kidnapping people, human trafficking, kidnapping kids, trafficking, stealing melanin, doing experiments, creating super soldiers, doing all type of crazy fucked up shit. You see what I'm saying? They showed you this in the Dark Crystal. They really showed you what the Cabal really doing. You see what I'm saying? What they got their scientists doing. You see what I'm saying? So they got together. They staged the resistance against them. They pretty much staged a battle against them. Now, this guy Ryan was told the glaive sword. Now, the glaive sword is interesting, because you always see characters get these mystical weapons to save the world. What is this mystical weapon? This mystical weapon is Excalibur, which is your ability to harness and wield your Kundalini energy, your life force. You see what I'm saying? Your force. You see what I'm saying? So that's what this is about. That's what he had. And guess what? When they destroyed the sword, guess what was attached to it? The last piece of the crystal that fractured off of it. So they let you know that the crystal has soul. The crystal has an intelligence. You see what I'm saying? And they kept this away from it. So they staged this resistance against them. They defeated them because Mother Agra regained her connection. And when she regained her connection, she was able to, guide them properly. You see what I'm saying? Guide them properly to do what needed to be done. And that's what happened. She guided them properly to, defeat these motherfuckers. So it was pretty good. But what happened here at the end of Age of Resistance, what you're going to see is you're going to see how desperate the Cabal become, and they start creating unnatural beings to attack you. Soulless beings. See what I'm saying? We've been talking about this for some time. Soulless motherfuckers that they've been creating. Unnatural shit. Cloning was just like the beginning. Automatons, robots, fucking just archonic beings, just hollowed out beings who are vessels for archonic energies. You see what I'm saying? With no souls. You have these walking around amongst you. You see what I'm saying? And when you get too powerful, when your light becomes too powerful, guess what? These beings is really ugly heads to try to suppress your light, your consciousness. You see what I'm saying? When you're trying to enlighten the world. So that's what they show. I think they called them the Garthians or something like that. Garthians or something like that. They were just unnatural beings that was created to do what? Stop the resistance. And what is the resistance? The resistance is you battling for the right to be free on your own planet. You see what I'm saying? The resistance, the revolutionist is simply returning things back to their natural way. That's what the resistance was about. Returning things back to their natural order, their natural balance, their natural stability. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they was fighting for. They was fighting to be free on their own goddamn planet. Ain't that something? Motherfuckers came to your planet, you minding your own business, and they roll up on you with a whole new set of laws and rules and tell you don't do this and don't do that. And then they got the audacity to fuck your planet up. And they visited. You see what I'm saying? This is what's happening on our planet right now. You see what I'm saying? They got the audacity to come here and fuck our shit up. Cause no real natural human will fuck up their planet, right? It takes a motherfucker that's not from here. So either you real fucked up, or you not from this planet, or you're a little bit of both. And I'm gonna say they're a little bit of both. They real fucked up, and they not from this planet. So that's what you're dealing with here. So that's what that's what the Gexies represent. They represent all the fucked up shit that's going on this planet in the darkness. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And the mystics represent the hard work that the starseeds are putting in to heal the planet, but nobody's noticing because they always far away. They always in the they bring in light, but they're in the shadows at the same time because light casts shadows, and so nobody's the masses aren't really hearing what they're saying because they still under this spell. You see what I'm saying? The spell of the archons, and so we are hard at work to breaking this spell, and we're doing a good job at breaking this spell because a lot of mofos have woken up. They may be on varying degrees of consciousness, but you can tell the world is a lot more conscious than when I first woke up in 2009. Trust me on that. The world is way more conscious now. So just in the last decade, I can tell you firsthand, like the world is way more conscious now than it's ever been. So, cause when I woke up, everybody seemed like they was fucking asleep. So yeah. So that's what you got going on here. That's what you got going on. That's what the Age of Resistance represent. It represented your right, your creator given right to fight for your planet, to stage of resistance, to fight for your planet, your people, your way of life. You see what I'm saying? Then that's what and you've seen this energy happen in the 60s and 70s with Black Panther Party, the hippies, Nation of Islam. Everybody who played their role, everybody who fought to free this shit in their own way. You see what I'm saying? Your Malcolm X's, your Huey P. Newtons, your Angela Davises, everybody who fought for that. Well, now this the magical revolution now, where we are using our force to ascend and heal the planet so we can move on to the new earth. So that's what's going on. But before that happens, what has to happen? The darkening. Which is another concept they showed you in the TV show. What is the darkening? The darkening is the purging process that's going on the planet right now, where everything is being revealed, all the fucked up shit is being revealed, and it's being burned away. You see what I'm saying? It's being totally destroyed. It's crumbling. That's the purging process. That's what the darkening is. They told you straight up. The darkening destroys anything it touches. The purging process destroying everything it touches right now, especially if it's corrupt. You see what I'm saying? And most of the shit on this planet right now in this society is corrupt. So you'll be seeing a lot of that. See what I'm saying? So it's going down. It's going down right now. And what is the darkening made of? It's melting. It's dark energy. It's dark force. You see what I'm saying? That was programmed into the planet when we first fell. We programmed certain fail safes into the planet, energetic fail safes, just in case all else failed. Well, these fail safes are activating now because the cycles are changing. And seeing how these fail safes are activating, one of the energies that was activated was the dark energy. So the purging process can begin, so we can get up out this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the dark force destroy this shit. The true dark force. Not that illusionary, toxic shit that they call the dark force. No, that's not true darkness. True darkness destroys, generates, and organizes. Their darkness only destroys. You see what I'm saying? It has no creative aspects or organizational aspects. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the darkening was. It is the purging process that's happening on our planet right now. It happened back then, during before the age of Pisces was the age of Aries. So the darkening process started halfway through the Piscean age. You see what I'm saying? Because the planet had become so corrupt. So that process got started. Now, after the age of resistance, you see these soulless beings start to hunt down the gift. You see what I'm saying? The chosen ones. These soulless beings who manifested in on our plane of existence as COINTELPRO and all these agencies that popped up out of nowhere to shut down the revolution. You see what I'm saying? To shut down, what up, Malcolm? To shut down the revolution to free the planet and the people. You see what I'm saying? So these soulless beings popped up, and that's what they showed you in Dark Crystal. They popped up. They started. They was created by these motherfuckers, and they just started going out assassinating all the beings, all the star seeds. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happened with the Gelfling in the movie. Now you get to the movie, 1,000 years has passed, and you see what happened. You see the results of what happened over the last 1,000 years. This war that took place. You see what I'm saying? Everything is decimated in the movie. When they show you the scene, everything is barren now. And even the Skeksis have started to die off. You see what I'm saying? They dying off now. Because their corruption has made it to them. When you be so corrupt, after a while, it make it back. That energy comes back to you and start to destroy you from the inside out. So that's what's happening now. Or y'all start to take out each other as for a vie for power. You see what I'm saying? So that's what started to happen in the movie. There were literally only 2 Gelfling left in the movie. You still had some Pollens, some nature spirits. There were literally only 2 Gelfling left. There were only 10 Skeksis left and 10 Mystics left, cause they was 2 halves of the same whole. You see what I'm saying? So everybody was dying off at this point because the cycle was ending. You see what I'm saying? Now they call the TV show the Age of Resistance. Well, in the movie it was known as the Age of Wonder. You see what I'm saying? And when you look at the word, you like, why they call this shit the Age of Wonder? Well, they call it the Age of Wonder because it was an awakening. Another awakening happening. The first awakening that happened with the resistance, which started on our planet around after the Civil War. That's when the resistance started to started to rise up. You see what I'm saying? So that's when that energy started hitting the planet. The star seeds started hitting the planet hard after the Civil War. So so what you got going on here is you see what happens when you let corrupt motherfuckers be in power for too long. You see a barren world. You see everything destroyed. You see the people suffering and starving. Hell, they killed most of the people. It was only two Gelflings left, literally, a man and a woman. So he turned it into a twin flame story or a twin soul story, because only the last two natural beings on the planet could save the planet. You see what I'm saying? So they were literally the last two natural beings on the planet. So what they represent, the last two natural beings represent us now, during the last days, because in the movie it was the last days. You see what I'm saying? It was the last of the cycle. And so the last of the natural beings rose up to stage one last campaign against these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? Now they talk about the Great Conjunction. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, they talk about the Great Conjunction in these movies, in the movie, and the Great Conjunction is when everything aligns and heals itself completely at the end of the cycle. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The conjunction is when everything aligns and heals itself at the end of the cycle. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you're seeing. You see an alignment after alignment after alignment take place on this planet. You see what I'm saying? The Great Conjunction is a conglomerate or a series of events that lead up to one big event where the lower earth that we're on now ascends back up and becomes one with the higher earth or the new earth, and we become one with our higher selves. And this is what we call the shift. You see what I'm saying? The ascension process. So that's what the Great Conjunction is, the ascension process. But it happens during a certain time period where everybody ascends at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the Great Conjunction is. It's a period. Is a period or an event where this one big period where this ascension process happened to everybody simultaneously. You see what I'm saying? At the same damn time. So when it happens, that's when we're gonna ascend to the new earth, become one with our higher selves, and ascend to the new earth. And this lower earth, lower version of earth, because this is just third dimensional earth, her lower self ascends back, fuses back, ascend back to her higher self and fuses back with it and become one again. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Great Conjunction is. The event. The event where all things come together once again. You see what I'm saying? Everybody comes back into alignment with the universe and nature and themselves. You see what I'm saying? So that's the Great Conjunction. So that's what they were fighting for. That's what the resistance was about in the movie. There were things that need to be done and put in place before the Great Conjunction happened. One of the main things that they need to do was make the world soul whole again by returning its soul fragment back to it. So you see that battle, the battle against these Skeksis to bring it back, these archons to heal the world soul. You see what I'm saying? The dark crystal. See what I'm saying? So that's what the storyline is about. So they eventually do this, heal the crystal. The alignment take place, and a beam of light hits the crystal for because it was 3 suns. It's really 4 suns in our space time. Helios Prime, the magical sun, which is on its way. The other 3 suns are already here, which is Nemesis, the crystal sun, and that's white. Helios Prime is supposed to be blue. Nibiru, the magnetic sun, is red. That's already here. And yeah, of course, y'all already know about Ra or Ra-Tun, which is the electric sun. You see what I'm saying? So 3 of the 4 suns are already here. And Helios Prime is supposed to be here by the end of the month. You see what I'm saying? By the end of this month, hopefully. That's the current timeline. It's supposed to be here by the end of the month. So the four sons of God will take back up their heavenly positions once again, just like the prophecy said. And then you're gonna have 3 moons to go with it. So you only see 1 moon right now. Soon you're gonna see the other 2 moons pop up. You see what I'm saying? So that's happening. So there are things that are taking place right now. We're in the preparation period. That's what the Age of Wonder was about. This is what the last day cycle is about. Harpanut, the age of the Phoenix, where things rise back up. But before things fully rise, there must be things in place for this ascension. You see what I'm saying? So for this ascension process, you see what I'm saying? So what's happening here is during this ascension process, you're gonna see a lot of things be put in place, put in their proper place, their proper order. Even us on the planet, if you notice, y'all are being shuffled around. Y'all moving to new cities, new states, new countries. Y'all being shuffled around the planet to be positioned the way you need to be properly for when this alignment happens. You see what I'm saying? Because we're also part of this alignment. You see what I'm saying? We're also part of this great conjunction. So everything is being shuffled around. Everyone is being shuffled around to be exactly where they need to be when it goes down. So when if you in tune or you in tune with the energies, listen to your intuition. If you know you're not supposed to be somewhere, you're gonna know you're not supposed to be somewhere, because you're gonna feel yourself. It's gonna feel wrong to you. Like the world around you is not working out for you for real. You're having a hard time. You're probably getting sick a lot, being in that energy. You see what I'm saying? So listen to your intuition. Start going online and just ask your intuition where you think I should go, and then it's gonna start. It's gonna start telling you like, oh, you may need to move to Panama. You see what I'm saying? Or you may need to move to Arkansas, or you may need to move to Nebraska. You see what I'm saying? Or you may need to move to Philadelphia. You see what I'm saying? Because that's where you need to be for this great conjunction. Everybody gotta be a certain place at a certain time, and that's what you're seeing on the planet. So we're in the preparation period for this conjunction, which should be happening sometime next year in 2020. That's why 2020 is such a big year on the calendar. It's 2012 on the Ethiopian calendar, and 2020 would be the year 5000 on the Mayan calendar. So there's a great conjunction taking place. Every 5,000 years there's a great conjunction. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you're seeing here. You're seeing the shifting. You're seeing the shifting around of the chess pieces, so they can be exactly where they need to be in the perfect position to strike when it's time for them to strike. You see what I'm saying? So and when you position perfectly where you need to be, guess what? You hear the people around you, because you exactly where you need to be at the right time, in the right moment, in the right place. So you meet people. You meet people. They expose you to things you need to know, and you help them heal with your force, with your energy, your chi. You see what I'm saying? So that's what this great conjunction is all about. So that's what happened in the movie. Things were shuffled around. These puzzle pieces called that was on a cosmic chessboard were being shuffled around and moved into their right place so they could be in the perfect position. You see what I'm saying? And what happened? Cuz ended up on top of the crystal, putting the last of the soul shard in there to heal the crystal at the right moment, at the right time. You see what I'm saying? So you're waking up at the right time. You're waking up at a certain moment in time. You're moving to certain places. You're doing certain things. You meet certain people. And it's all part of the game of Source. You see what I'm saying? They call it the Game of Thrones, but it's the game of Source. You see what I'm saying? Where all of Source beings of the children of the Creator are being shuffled around to make sure we need to be to help heal and ascend the planet. You see what I'm saying? And when a great conjunction happen, our reward is we're gonna ascend with the planet. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what the movie talked about, The Last Days, which you're in right now. The TV show showed you what happened 1,000 years ago, uh, during the 100 Years War, and how we went to war with these motherfuckers. The movie showed you the aftermath of their war, which everything is fucked up, the system is falling, everything is crumbling, and shit happened. Uh, a cool thing that they showed you in the movie was they showed you the Skeksis fusing back together with the Mystics, and they became whole again. And when they became whole again, what they did, they ascended. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They connected with the world soul. They touched their dark sides. They fused their dark sides back with their light sides. Found balance in the force. Became whole again. Became true beings again. And then they ascended back up, and they ascended back up to a higher dimension. So they telling you right there what the game is, what it's all about. Find balance in yourself. Find balance in yourself. Your force awakens. You become the true Jedi Master that you're supposed to be, and then you can ascend yourself, and then help people around you find balance in themselves and ascend themselves. Of course, this also helps the planet heal herself, balance herself out, and ascend herself. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. That's what this is all about. That's what this TV show known as the Dark Crystal, the World Soul, the Melanated Soul is all about. So that's pretty much it. I think I hit everything, all the major points that I wanted to hit. So, are there any questions before I get up out of here? Link Green, where can I read more about the Four Sons? 3 of them have already came back, so I know you can get information on them. You probably may have to wait to get information on the fourth son, but the prophecy is in the book of Enoch. I think that's the only place I've seen it. So that talks about the 4 sons of God. So you can download a PDF of it and check it out. Any other questions? Muriel was high. First time viewer, just muted Judge Judy. You have my full attention. Hi, Mary. Hope you enjoyed. Yes, the Dark Crystal movie and TV show are both on Netflix, so you can get them both at the same time. Watch TV show first, and then go watch the movie. You know what's going on, because the TV show take place. That's the prequel to the movie. So I know a lot of people was trying to figure out what this shit was all about, cause usually they drop big shit like that. It's for a reason. Now, of course, their Art of War is they trying to suck you into their story, so they can sap your energy, cause their TV show is a vortex. You see what I'm saying? Sucking you into their world, their dimension. But if you know what you're looking at, you can turn that vortex against them and have it work for yourself. You see what I'm saying? When you got the knowledge of when you know the metaphysical knowledge to decode it. So any other question before I get up out of here? Any other questions? Pebbles Love, have I heard about Green Frontier on Netflix? No, I never heard of that one. Any other questions before I roll out? But alright, y'all ain't got no more questions. I'm Marvin Jones. Y'all put the word out here. Put the word out. Let people know what it is. Share this. And I'm out. Peace.